Welcome back to Trove One, everybody. We are camping. It's been a little bit. We've been doing so many things around the house, but we've taken a break and we're out here and it's freezing cold. We're gonna get camp set up, we're gonna get some dinner made, and tomorrow we're gonna go see some frozen waterfalls because it's been so cold. It's gonna be great, but it's cold. I gotta get the diesel heaters going. One thing nice about carrying a little splash of diesel really makes the fire get started fast without having to do a lot of work. Doesn't take much, just a little bit. What are we having for dinner, my dear?
Fried chicken, mashed potatoes, green beans.
Fried chicken. Fried chicken at camp. Mashed potatoes, potatoes from our garden. Don't try to blow the fire out or you won't get supper. Not if you blow the fire out. And green beans. I don't think I've ever had fried chicken at camp. See how this turns out.
I don't know what you're saying.
I want fried chicken.
You want raw chicken?
Yeah.
You that hungry? I'm not really planning on food poisoning
You can't have raw chicken. It can make you sick.
you. Salmon.
And we don't need that.
Mommy, can you have something to eat? Mommy, please, can I have something to eat?
It's still tasting good.
The chicken is excellent, but it's so cold we got to eat it basically as it comes out of the skillet because it's going to get cold really fast. So we're not going to have any pretty plates full of food tonight. We're just going to eat things as they come off. Otherwise, you're eating a cold plate of food. Well, supper was good. Trying to get all the kids packed up in bed. Try to get everybody to sleep. It's late. We got a bunch of dishes to do. So we're gonna try to get some sleep and we'll see you guys in the morning and see what we can find around here.
You're not gonna get it out.
Good morning, everybody. We're starting to get breakfast made. This is some deer breakfast sausage. It's actually homemade breakfast sausage. Sarah is experimenting with some breakfast sausage recipes so we can start making our own breakfast sausage. We're trying to process our deer ourselves. I've been lazy and had it done for years, but this year we've done them all ourselves. But we like to get breakfast sausage out of it, so we're experimenting with some recipes, see if we can find one that we like so we can make our own breakfast sausage. But we're browning that. We're gonna make some breakfast casserole and get us some breakfast. Stay warm by this fire. I don't know how cold it is. I thought it was gonna be in the teens. I'm not sure it got quite that cold though. It may just be in the low 20s, but pretty chilly. So we're in the like way north part of the Ozarks, because I wanted to come as far north as possible because has not gotten above freezing for multiple days a couple days ago, but the last couple days at our house it was above freezing. So I wanted to get furthest north I could go where there were still waterfalls, but it's cold as possible so we can have as much ice as possible. So we're gonna go hiking today and we should find some pretty cool ice formations, and we're going to some waterfalls we've never been to before, so pretty excited about that. But we're gonna get some breakfast made and then get packed up and go hiking. Is that enough cheese?
No. Not eating this. I almost feel like chopping off it. You were walking on water.
No, I was walking on the ice, but there's water underneath me.
Karen, tell me how hot it is. Yeah. Turn it, make it colder.
I think it's colder than anything.
Okay, set fires over there.
Well, breakfast is now complete and it's time to get camp packed up. The sun's coming up. Hopefully we get a little bit of warmth, but not too much because we don't want all the ice to melt. There's actually still a little bit of snow, some tiny little snow patches around. It's a little bit coming in last night. We've had snow on the ground in Arkansas for 2 weeks today, which is a long time for us to have continuous snow on the ground. Granted, there's not much now, but there is still just a little bit. That's how cold it's been. So the ice is going to be good, but we got to get camp packed up. Kitchen, chairs, tent, and we're going to hop on the road, run down not too far from here. There's several good waterfalls, I think. I haven't been to them. We're going to find out. right, we've come to our first stop of the day. It's gonna be a real short hike down through the woods here to a really nice view. This is one super cool bluff line. Just huge. There's water trickling off here, which is all frozen. There's some big ice chunks down at the bottom. There's already been a bunch of ice that's fallen, melted and fallen. But super cool spot.
Daddy, look. Guys, I'm gonna throw this in. Daddy, I'm gonna go underneath you.
That was a cool little waterfall close to the top of the bluff. Now we're gonna head back to the vehicle and head on to some bigger waterfalls. If that little hill was any sign of my current fitness level, the rest of these hikes are gonna be fun. We haven't been hiking in a little while. We need to do a lot more. I haven't had it easy though. Shit, that was an easy breezy. All right, we made it to our next parking spot. The kids have had second breakfast and finished off the breakfast casserole from breakfast. And now we're gonna go down the side of this hill. I don't think there's a trail, but there's a waterfall that direction. There's a waterfall that direction, and another one that way, and another one that way. So I think we're gonna try to hit 2 from this parking spot, and then we'll see about the other 2. We might drive on down the road and hit those. But we're gonna try to hit all 4 of these and see how much ice there is. Big old down tree right here. You can see all these bits of hickory nut here from squirrels. They'll run across this log, sit up here. There's a piece of an acorn, and then sitting up here eating things. Be a good spot to sit and pick a squirrel off this log at some point.
I know.
We're dropping down the hill to the waterfall here. We're on this bluff right here. That's the waterfall right there. It's just a trickle, but we got some really cool ice stuff going on here. This one's got some signs of little metal pieces. Probably part of probably used to be a still under here back in the day or something. You can see huge mound of ice here. And you can see these big chunks. That's icicles that have already thawed and fallen. There's potentially more ice than there is now. There's some big chunks in this. I'm going to say the thawing in the last day or two has made some big icicles fall off. But still, I mean, that pile is 8 to 10 feet deep of just ice. Pretty impressive. All right, time to leave this one. Head on to the next fall. You ready, Mima? You ready? I keep running across spots like this. You can see all these leaves are stirred up. This is even stirred up down to the dirt and rocks. And it can be a couple different things depending on how deep it is. The squirrels kind of stir up the leaves. Armadillos kind of do it. But with this much and getting down into rocks and dirt, I would bet there's a pretty good group of wild hogs out here.
Daddy,
I've seen a lot of spots like this.
Daddy,
So
look.
I'm going to say there's some wild hogs in this area. Here's somebody's deer stand. No telling how long this has been here. Sometimes people bring them out and they're too lazy to come back and get them later on. Doesn't look like it's been here too terribly long. The trees will start growing around the straps and stuff. And this one's, yeah, I'd say it hasn't been here more than maybe a year. We're dropping down to the next fall. It's right down right there. We got lots of these ice formations as we're trying to get down into this hole. This one's in a good spot where the sun really hasn't hit this, so this one's not really melted any yet. So it'll be interesting if we have to figure out how to get all the way down in here where we can see it from the bottom.
That'd probably be a better spot if it wasn't frozen.
Here's the top of the waterfall. It runs through this hole right here. There's a little kind of bridge right there. Pretty cool little spot.
Whoa, look.
This one's pretty cool. Never been here before, so it's always even more interesting to see them frozen. Some big chunks of ice down here that have already fallen off this, so it probably had quite a bit more when it was really cold a few days ago. But really cool little crevice and bluff line right here, a little alcove back in here.
Yeah, so we can have some apricons.
Ice up under the ledges here, just super cool. See these walls of ice. Well, as cool as this one is, we've got to keep moving. We're gonna head back up the trail to the road, hop in the vehicle, go down the road just a little ways. There's 2 more waterfalls. Hopefully we can get to all of them today. This one's well worth it. Cool spot, especially in the ice. They're always better in the ice. We made it back to the vehicle. and we're eating some leftover cold fried chicken, which is actually really good. And we got some cheese and crackers. We're gonna refuel a little bit, and we're gonna head down the road like half mile and try to find another waterfall if we can find it, and if we can rally the troops, come up with some energy to hike again. Fried chicken, cheese cracker. Slaughter. We've made it to the next hike, so it's time to hit the trail again. Oh, wow. This spot, this isn't even the main waterfall, but there is a ton of ice here. I want to get down in this hole where I can see it. The main waterfall is actually right over there. That's the top of the waterfall right there. The trail goes around and we can get down to the bottom. This is pretty cool.
How do we get to the waterfall? I thought we could go that way. No, it's not this way.
We're down in this little hole now. You can see all this ice. It's really hard to capture because all the trees and stuff, but just a lot of ice right here. Really pretty little spot. There's the big fall is here, and there's a big bluff. I don't know if we're gonna be able to find a way to get down to it or not. I'm sure there's a way. Just don't know if we're gonna have time to go down there, but we're gonna hunt around, see what the trail does. After hunting around a little bit, this is a really cool spot, beautiful. But I don't think we're gonna get to the bottom of this one. We're gonna have to go around so far to get down the bluff. It's gonna burn all the rest of our daylight. And there's still another waterfall we'd like to see. And we can see pretty much everything. There's some ice along over there. There's some ice there. These are probably the biggest ones. These are probably 20 feet long icicles. Big chunks of ice at the bottom. Super cool spot, really pretty one. I'd love to see this one in the spring when it's running, because this is a gorgeous bluff line all through here. This is probably I think this is the tallest one of the day so far. But we're gonna head on back out, and maybe we'll have enough daylight to hit one more waterfall. All right, we're all getting a little tired, but we're here at the last waterfall for the day. We're gonna see if we can make it down to it. Last one. Those three have plenty of energy. It's these two that are lacking the energy. But they're the littlest. It's kind of be expected. We'll help them out if need be. All right, we're at the top of the last fall. Really cool looking fall. It's kind of got different tiers to it as it goes down. We're gonna skirt around this edge carefully and see if there's an easy way down over here somewhere. If it's too difficult, we won't do it, but if we can get down there before we run out of daylight and still have time to get back, we'll probably try.
Poop.
I don't know what kind of poop that is, but there's a lot of it right here, and a lot of this hill looks like something's been going up and down it, and up under that ledge up there, there's a spot where it looks like something's been laying and sleeping. It's kind of mushed down, like when something beds down. I don't know what it is, but this waterfall's name is Cougar Falls. So it really makes me wonder if there's not a mountain lion, and that's why it's got that name. It'd be kind of wild, a little frightening, but they're usually really skittish, and they're very, very rarely seen. Oh, this right here. That's a nice tree. Thing's been here a long time. It's a big boy. There's another big one right there too. Big trees down here. This is a beautiful little cove. Just gorgeous rocks and bluffs. Got ice over there. Little crevice cave thing over there. And that's the waterfall. This one would be incredible in the spring after a heavy rain. When this was roaring. Oh, it'd be absolutely beautiful. I think this one's my favorite of the day as far as the waterfall and everything. It's just beautiful. It just needs a lot of water in the spring, but massive pile of ice, huge chunk of icicle that's already fallen off. Super, super cool spot. I just wish we had more time to hang out and explore here because it's pretty nice. Look at that chunk of ice. That's a piece of icicle that fell. So is that. Crazy.
You coming in closer? No? You just gonna turn around?
We didn't get to spend much time there, but darkness is setting quickly, especially down in these holes. So we got to get on out of here and then start rolling home. Snacks have been the thing of the day. We're having another piece of mango to limp everybody back to the vehicle. We're up the steep stuff. It's just slight incline all the way back for maybe a quarter to half a mile. And then we're done.
Yeah.
We made it back. Successfully got all 4 hikes we wanted to do. A little bit of a sunset left over there. We made it out just before we needed to pull out the headlamp to get out. So it's late. We got a long drive back home. We're headed home. So it's been a good trip. We've been stuck at home, having a lot of fun at home, but we just had a lot of projects around the house, and we still have a lot. I got a lot of work to do on the Suburban and just a bunch of other things. But it was nice to get back out and camp for a weekend. And hopefully we'll have the white Suburban back up and running soon. We're still waiting on some parts right now for the solid axle swap, but hopefully we'll have that back soon. So thanks for watching. We're going to wrap it up here. And for patrons, we have tracked all of this. We tracked it all as one big thing, the drive and all the hikes. So it's just one big track with a lot of lines. I don't usually do it that way, but that's just kind of how I've done this whole one for some reason. So thank you, patrons, for supporting us. Helps us get out here and do this. And yeah, we're going to head home. We're going to have a lot of sleepy kids on the way home. It's been a good trip. Good to get back out. Good for the exercise. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.